If you're sick of not fitting in with your circus work, this video is for you. What if I told you that the secret to actually absolutely skyrocketing your circus career is to do less, serve fewer people, and charge more? In this video, I'll show you how niching down can make your competition virtually irrelevant and help you attract absolutely phenomenal clients. Because without a niche, you really risk bleeding into the crowd and into the competition, struggling to get those really quality bookings and also undercharging for your phenomenal talents. Personally, niching down has enabled me to go from feeling really freaking lost, attracting horrible jobs and being chronically underpaid, to getting industry recognition across multiple industry and becoming a highly profitable circus artist with a retirement plan in place. Because it's kind of important, aka I now run a 6-figure online course business teaching circus performers globally how to market and sell their work. And I could only do that because my career was working and profitable. So if you're feeling a little bit lost right now in your career, that's absolutely okay. Guiding and helping talented performers like you, help them to find their profitable niche. Niche finding is my passion and also my superpower.
That's my superpower?
Okay, let's go. First up, what is a circus niche? Let's actually start with what it's not. It's not your skill, it's not your quality of movement or your unique apparatus idea. I'm so sorry that I crushed this one.
I'm sorry, little one.
Your niche is not what you do, it's who you serve. It's that place in the industry that has the people that love what you do, desire what you do, and have a demand for what you do. And lastly, and this is super important, are willing to pay for it.
Name your price.
Because there might be people that love you, but they don't have the money. We need a niche to signal the industry who we are for and who we are not for. Let me explain. Have you ever noticed that you have that one absolute favorite coffee shop where, the barista knows exactly how you like your coffee, the atmosphere is nice, the vibe is just perfect. And it's the same thing with finding your niche. Instead of being super generic, you're trying to serve everyone. You want to become that one special place that caters specifically to people who love your unique blend of personalized services. Focusing on a specific group of people in the industry exceptionally well, you create those loyal customers who keep coming back because they know exactly what they're getting every single time. And I have that gut feeling. You have this last bit of resistance whispering into your ears. Won't I become irrelevant to most clients if I just choose one thing? Yeah, it might seem like you become irrelevant at first, but remember how important and indispensable this coffee shop is to you. For the people you serve, you become irreplaceable. You stand out in a crowded market because you offer something uniquely valuable to them. And also, as far as I can remember, didn't you attract those nightmare clients just recently and signed another contract that you secretly actually didn't like at all? Well, niching down is a natural repellent for those clients and for those contracts. It's a win-win, really.
It's win-win.
Give me an amen in the comments if you are ready to repel nightmare clients. I certainly was just before I found my niche. These are the exact steps to find your circus niche, and it's much simpler than you probably think. All you gotta do is clearly identify and articulate these 3 factors. And listen, unless it's all 3 of them, it won't work. Period. Most struggling circus performers are great with the first 2 because it's kind of what we know, but they fail to really understand the third one because it's something that they're not super familiar with, So don't be that performer to almost get to the finish line and then stop. Factor number 1 is your primary circus skill. I know, super easy. Juggling, aerial, fire, clowning. Here's the thing, if you have 2 circus skills that are equally strong, only use them if they're fully productized, meaning you have an act that you can actually sell. You want to think of it this way. What would someone type into Google to find someone like you? And use that skill for now. Because I know even if you do more, use your primary circus skill. Your circus skills are like the coffee beans in a coffee shop. Just as good beans make great coffee, without that cute cup and the right atmosphere and the plants around, the experience isn't just the same, right? What I mean by that is your skills are one element of the mighty 3. Factor number 2, your target market. On the day of my graduation from circus school, we had this famous circus person come and watch our show. He was like in the industry, I don't know, for like 50 years. And we got a 10-minute feedback session with him. And the first thing he asked was this. He said, Ulrike, I loved your act, but I'm wondering if I maybe ask you a question. I was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. And he was like, who did you do this act for? Where do you want to perform this? And I was like, I don't know. And this was the first time that I realized I need to think about someone else but me, obviously. So over to you, my friend. Think about who you most enjoy performing for and who appreciates your work the most. Is it predominantly people putting on corporate events or children's shows or weddings? Or do you feel more home in German variety, cruise ships, traditional circus, large-scale touring shows? Or do you want to create something that is completely your own? The list goes on. And you might be asking yourself, or me, Ulrike, doesn't serving fewer people mean less money?
Easier than being broke.
And yes, while this kind of makes sense on paper, it actually is very far from the truth. Because have you ever seen how your favorite coffee place is busy as F? Because it's packed with loyal customers who are actually willing to pay a premium price for the perfect cup of coffee. Niching down, you attract more dedicated clients who actually value your work. And then they also spread the word to others with a similar taste. A really easy mistake to make here is to say specific shows instead of markets, so Cirque du Soleil or Seven Fingers. If this happens, ask yourself this: what type of markets are these shows serving? This way your niche will be relevant to all shows of that type and not only to one single client. Factor number 3 is your unique style. It is really important to define your style or your theme consistent in your existing acts or the acts that you want to develop. For example, is your work predominantly elegant and sophisticated, whimsical and colorful, edgy and daring, vintage flair and opulent? You want to find describing words for the thing that you do. And if you have just started with your circus career, or you have acts that you actually don't feel very aligned with or not very creative in the way that you wanted them to be, what we do in our Selling Circus program is we look very strategically into what you're good at, also outside of circus, and we shine a light on the things that you absolutely love doing, also outside of circus, because the more you is in your unique style, the better and the more profitable your niche will be. But Ulrike, what about my creativity? I feel already limited, and now that you want me to do even less?
What about freedom?
And here's something that you might not realize yet. Niching down really doesn't limit your creativity. It actually amplifies it. Because when you focus on a specific audience, it actually gives you a platform to innovate in ways that resonates deeply with the people that you're here to serve. You can still experiment and create, but with a clear focus that actually makes sure your ideas always hit the mark. So you're understanding your style lets clients and potential clients envision how it will be to work with you and experience you as a performer, what you will bring to their event, making sure that you are as unique and memorable as you say you are. It's what they know, like, and trust, and it's also what they keep coming back for more, and what they tell their friends about. And that's a wrap. You want to have your circus skill, your target market, and your unique style crystal clear, and use it all across your marketing and your creations. And if you're struggling right now, struggle bus all the way. You're not really sure what your niche actually is or supposed to be, which I think might be the case since you're still watching this video. You gotta check out Selling Circus. Apply now and let me help you get your niche dialed in and your work in front of the right people. I am the first one actually teaching a step-by-step business plan for circus professionals. Already over 100 students are crushing it inside their careers right now inside of the course, while you are still figuring it out all on your own. It doesn't have to be this way. Let me put you on the fast track by teaching you exactly how to market and sell your work. Apply to Selling Circus right now. I want your butt with us on the inside. And if you want more actionable tips for circus performers, you can watch this video right here. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.